Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we have a very unusual patient. It's still cassette deck, but it's very rare cassette deck. Owner was hunting for this deck for many years. As you may see, it's dual capstan 3-head deck. Alright. And it's Technics. And its model, I believe, RS-B100 here. Direct drive, quad slow, closed loop, double capstan, phase compensation system. Alright. Now, let's see if it will power on. So, I bet it's maybe not in the working shape, but let's see. Okay, it's on. Fast forward works. Rewind. Playback. Engages. Capstans rolling. That's a neat little deck. And the size of this guy. See how small it is? Comparing to Nakamichis, they're like that tall and way bigger than that deck. Alright. We don't need MPX, noise reduction off. Okay. Input line 400 Hz and 15 kHz. Okay, so 12.5 kHz to be more precise. So it will be double tone for that. So it has embedded generator to calibrate levels and bias. The bias is common for both channels and levels are separate per channel. That's good. That's why we need 400 to work with this two and 412.5 to work with this guy. Output level, balance and tape source monitor. I don't hear relay clicking, so maybe it's using transistors. We will take a look inside and let's see how this guy performs. So let me start working on it and I see you soon. Okay guys, I'm continuing testing and it looks like idler needs replacement. See, it's around 10 to 15 grams on the take-up side. And now it's changed back tension. It's now how many? 5, 6, 7 grams, and it was 9. Okay, it's again 7 grams. Alright, it's little by little getting better, but you can hear the sound. That's what needs to be changed. Okay, time, memory, okay. Good. I measure it fast forward rewind with my other measurement tape and it's not good either. It's too low. Fast forward 15, rewind 35. Right. That's where we would need to take a look and make sure that we may make it working. Here is orange light. Heads have wear. Let me try to focus. You may see yourself. So it's not like new deck, so it was used quite a lot. We will measure and see how they will perform. Okay. Now, let's see if it will play anything. Let's try to put in some tape. Tape 4. Okay, it identifies as metal. Good. Yeah, it's plays. Alright. Good to know. Right now, let me open it. I will show you what's inside and then I will start working on the tape transport. See you soon. Alright everyone, and here is a quick peek inside this Technics deck. Here we have power supply on this side, power transformer, tape transport. Here is a motor for cam gear. Here is a reel motor. We have a belt there which connects to idler mechanism, and this board is a direct drive board, and there we have capstans and belts. All right, here is the main board. Here you may see CPU which controls the logic, these two boards for displays, that's the audio part, and these two boards, it's Dolby and DBX encoder and decoder, two boards. All right, everything is very compact. Mechanics so far looks fine. I like that everything sits on metal posts and here. So let's see. I suppose it may be even better than the later generation transport they used. All right. That's interesting. What's that? Some kind of sensor? Oh no, it's relay. Why do we need relay if we have cam gear? Don't ask me. We will check. All right. Pretty nice, neat deck. You see flat cables. No, this like spaghetti wires as in IVA decks of this period. So let me see. Now I need to remove the front door like that. Okay, and then I will remove front panel, and then I will get to the tape transport. Okay, moving on. See you soon. All right, finally tape transport out, and it was not easy process. I have to disconnect this panel, and like we have that connectors which are probably very quick to install, but as you may see, it's a pain to work with. And to get transport out, like you see, the door stays with the front panel, so you have to open, right, the door to be able to disconnect tape transport from the front panel. All right, so here we go. Now let me prepare to work on the tape transport. All right guys, and here is the tape transport in all details. So you may see, so we have another part here. I'm not sure how it will be installed, but we will use service manual to understand how it goes in between. Right, I believe it just should push this tape sensor up when the door open button is pressed, so it will be just pulling them out. All right, it's not a big deal. We have couple position switches on the left side. Those are tape type sensors and record protection sensor. That's the idler. I bet we would not be able to find a replacement. We'll see what to do with it. Probably we will revive it. Overall head block. Why it's so flimsy? It's made from metal, but it sits, you see, just on plastic posts. So there is no rollers. I don't see those. So it's very cheaply made. You see, I don't like this clay. I want to all transport made from metal, which is good. Here is the belt. Let's relax it already. Excuse me. But why? Why they didn't do the proper rollers or like at least ball bearings would be nice to have. Okay. Here nothing new. Direct drive, motor coil. Where is FG coil? Here we have this black white wires, goes to FG coil. Here is electronics. All right. This side we have this so many switches and this cam gear which will pull some levers and push those switches. Interesting design. Why do we need relay? I still have no idea. No, not relay, I mean electromagnet right there. Why? Let me do as much as I can from this guy. Let me see. This rubber is already like hardened. Let me use rubber renew and we'll see if we can improve it a little bit. All right, see you soon. All right, here I removed idler, and this probably is the craziest idler I ever seen. You see, it has a thread inside to keep him like on this pretty thin hole. All right. So it's still like flexible, so I believe like using rubber renew we would be able to restore it. It's not that hardened. I found like the same size, but I just cannot install it. It would not hold. So you also see there is pretty thin cut in this reel. Alright, so putting this back and let's see what we will get as a result. Alright guys, I just pulled boards from the direct drive motor. So, see, metal stand, metal stand, metal stand, metal and another metal. 5 metal and 1 plastic, which is not hold anymore. Why? Why they put plastic stand here? What was it like? Put another one, brass stand. It would be easy. I even like didn't know that it's not connected unless I was filming together with you and I touched it. I'm not sure. So they can put like through hole screw and like make it from metal. That's ridiculous. That's why I hate work on Technics decks. Alright? Oh my. Someone who puts this belt here, it's so thick I cannot stretch it with my fingers. See, barely. See how thick it is. Oh my. Alright, let's see. Okay guys, I found what electromagnet is for. It pulls the brakes. Every other manufacturer was able to put a lever to the cam gear to do it. Technics invented electromagnet. Nothing bad about it in particular, but if you're already building like all this system with multiple levers, why not just add another one? So that's capstans, and here is the FG coil. Alright, now I need to get to this motor and replace belts there. It's, as you may see, like not so easy task, but I will get there. See you soon. Okay, that's my pain, but anyway, this motor, it has been like this board is connected with 5 screws, but all different. These 2 are from those top board. Okay, and these three from this motorboard, a motor plate. But they're all different. Whoever was designing it, I believe he was drunk. I never seen that before. Sorry. Alright guys, finally installed capstans. And now I'm installing this mechanism. So you see, when we push the button to eject the tape, first of all you see the switch is getting pressed, which will stop playback mode or any other mode. Alright, and here it will push up the sensors so they would not be in touch with the tape. Alright, now you see how everything should work. Really, there is a playroom. See when it can get out. Almost. Not sure why they have that much room here for play. And if you push harder, it will stick like that. Will not go back. It will get on these teeth right there. See? Unless you push the tape, and then it will get out. Alright, finally we understand now how it works. I installed a brand new belt right here. Brand new belt for the real motor, not molded one. Alright. And this, how many of the switches, you see they sit on this flat cable, which soldered here on this board, and then soldered cables, this black one cables which go to the main board. Don't want to tell that I would not do it that way. I've seen better designs. Okay, now head screws are intact, so it will be sitting on factory azimuth. That's a good sign. Not much has been changed, but I'm already tried to play tapes, and right channel has a loss of high frequencies, so that's what we will be fighting with this deck. Alright, assembled. Now time to install it back and see how it will perform. See you soon. Okay everyone, so I'm validating the factory settings for the head, and it appears to be fine. Alright, so rotating this cam gear, we can put head up into the engaged position. Then we validate left guide, so it freely fits the styler, freely fits here, and I validated tilt, and tilt is good. So I don't think that anything with head setup should be affecting the right channel. I check it, so high frequencies are significantly lower on the right channel. So I cleaned up the head. It had some residue from the tape. Maybe that was culprit. And here you may see the tilt screw is how far it is. So it's very precise tilt tuning done on the factory. So far I'm happy with what I see. So I'm also checking the wear. Wear is like not too deep. Is like pretty normal for these years. Let me see if I can switch to the macro mode. Like that. So you may see from different angles. There is a little bit of wear and minimal groove yet. So head should not be acting like that, like if it's the head issue, but we will see. Probably, maybe it was the dirt, so which I just clean it and it will perform better. But at this point, I'm ready to assemble transport back. All right. And let's see how it will perform. See you soon. All right, everyone. I'm assembled the deck back. What I really didn't like about this construction, that front panel is kind of a part of the body. Everything is connected to it, so you cannot easily remove this fragile panel to not make scratches and so on. All right, now results. Fast forward. 70, 75, rewind. 80, 70, 70. Aye, that's a good result. And now playback. Oh, between 50 and 70. Not stable, and 7 on the supply side, which is okay. Range is between 6 and 10 is the ideal one. So now we have a good tape tension. Now let's see how it will fast forward rewind the regular tape. Way quicker. Not as quick as Nakamichi, by the way, or Evox, but still not bad. Considering that this motor sits not on the, not in between reels, that's where like there is like a belt, and it gives from pulley additional reduction of the speed, so it's pretty fine. But it gives additional torque because like the motor pulley is smaller than the pulley installed in the middle between reels. We observed it similar like on Sony 777. All right. Let's see if it will get to the end. So it does perfectly well with good tension. Rewind. I have no doubts now like that it will work fine, because like we just measure the torque, and torque is really great. So next step, I will use rubber renew to restore pinch rollers, and then we will do additional testing, tuning, and make sure that this deck will perform as it should. This deck is a little bit unique because it has both Dolby noise reduction and DBX, and you can switch between tape and disc. Disc is when you are like recording from the DBX disc. You can connect without, I believe, decoder, and it will decode and record as it should. Right? Tape is when it uses DBX for the tape. I'm not sure how it's supposed to work for both positions when you have a DBX disc and want to record with DBX system. I'm not quite sure. Alright, tape sensors work fine, source tape works fine. Good to know. In place, keeps levels, good. Alright, as you may see, it can easily pull tape to the end without any issues now. Alright, so let me prepare, clean up, demagnetize, and we'll start from there. Hey guys, I'm testing azimuth, and azimuth on this deck is spot on from factory. That's a good sign, but you already may see that levels are lower on the right channel. As I told you what I've heard, difference is not big, about 2 decibels. At 10 kilohertz, it's better than what I heard initially, so maybe cleaning did help. All right, I'm continue reading manual. It has lots of adjustments, and I've already printed the adjustment layout to quicker find the necessary ports in this deck. So continue tuning, season. Now I'm testing with ABEX tapes I've got recently, and at 8 kilohertz levels are pretty close and azimuth is good. Alright, let's try different tape. I don't want to put them close to any magnetic surface, sorry. So it's 1 kilohertz. Let's see how it will play 1 kilohertz tape. These ABEX tapes appear to be like not a bad shape. I'm not sure if those are original, but at least the decks I tuned with these tapes perform really well. So the levels are good. It should be minus 10 decibel, 1 kilohertz, 1 kilohertz even. Levels are good. Okay, that's the maximum. Again, maximum is a little bit different, so we have this output level. Below maximum is good, and when we close up, you see it's a little bit different. All right, so I would need to see. So approximately at 9 position is still even, still nice, but at 10 position it's already a little bit disbalanced. Okay, interesting display here. You may see it's ticking. You can switch to the time. You can reset. It counts to minus. Oh, it's increasing. Maybe it's not minus, maybe it just dash. I'm not sure. Let's see. Right. Time doesn't work in rewind. I'm not sure how it works. Why? At least like it's tuned well from azimuth and levels perspective. Okay, I will be validating everything else. So let's see the frequency sweep, if it will keep the levels across different frequencies. So it's 12.5, 10 kilohertz, 6.3 kilohertz, 1 kilohertz, 250 hertz, 12.5 kilohertz. So levels are good. 10 kilohertz, 6.3, 1 kilohertz, 250. Okay. Now, looks like head cleaning did help. Now I would be able to try to listen it again and see how it will perform. And the last tape I have here is the level tape, 0 decibel. And I didn't touch any pot yet. And it shows exactly. You see the Dolby level, and it's right before +4. So, and levels are good. Alright. Nice. Really well tuned deck. Now I will measure the rest of the parameters, recording and adjust if needed. Season. And here guys, I'm recording minus 20 decibel, and this is 17.4 kilohertz on type 1 tape. So if I go above 18.4, 19.4, you see level started to drop, but 17.4 like it's working. And the azimuth, recording azimuth is good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What I mentioned it, so the recording itself has increased by 1 decibel between like 1 and 8 kilohertz. Not much, but still. Like, so comparing, like here is 400 Hz. You may see the level, and then like 1 kilohertz, you see it gets plus 1.3 decibel. 2 kilohertz plus 2 decibel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, so it will sound like bright, and like bass will be reduced. That's what we hear when we listen to Technics. Okay. Alright, it even records well. Now we might try record with different systems. Okay, that's no Dolby. Dolby B level is fine. Dolby C is fine. And DBX is fine. 15 kilohertz at minus 20, you see, keeps level. Pretty good. Oh, it's source tape here. No noise reduction. 15 kilohertz. Dolby B, lower. Dolby C, lower. And DBX is almost non-existent. Sorry, I didn't switch. I thought it's automatically switched now. No Dolby. Let's see one more time how it will record. So 400 Hz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it was recording. It switched to source like automatically. Right, now let's see Dolby B. 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See, it's degrading. 15, like it's twice slower. Okay, now Dolby C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. That's a bump. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 16. Yeah, but you see the bump at 4 kilohertz? It's plus 4 decibel. Wow. Let's check DBX. 1, 2, wow, plus 4 decibel, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's already dropping, and just plus 2. 8, 9, 10 kilohertz. Gets back to level 11, 12, 13. See, these low level signals are getting lost. If you will switch to larger signal levels, like for example, if you go with at least minus 10 levels, okay? With minus 10, I can reduce it, so reduce flickering. It's 400 Hz, and it's Dolby, no, it's DBX. See, levels still growing, plus 4 decibel, plus 5. Oh, wow. Let me check one more time. I was changing level, sorry. Frequency. Let me observe what we will have. It's plus 4 decibel, same. And starting from 6 kilohertz, it started to drop. Now, like 10 kilohertz, 11, and it's already like minus 2 decibel. And 12 kilohertz, minus 6 decibel. Yeah, so I'm not sure if the systems work well on this deck. Let's try Dolby C, what we will observe. Why it's so non-linear. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, after 10 drops rapidly. I'm not sure why. Without noise reduction, it's a pretty nice deck. It keeps levels. It's because level minus 10 decibel. 10 kilohertz, it started to drop. Yeah. Okay. You see, at minus 10 decibel, at 13 kilohertz, it's even non-usable on type 1, so it doesn't record well on these levels. Let's go to 0 decibel. Alright, so 0 decibel level. Let's see how it will perform on these levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, already dropping. 7, minus 3 decibel. 8 kilohertz, minus 6 decibel. Oh yeah. And minus 20, this deck records like flat and linear, but higher levels. On type 1, it's not doable. Alright, let's try TDK MA. Let's see what it can do. Let me put levels to zeros. We will calibrate and then we will record. Okay, source, 0, tape, source, tape. Okay. Bias. I cannot reduce bias, so someone was messing up with this deck because bias is way too high. Here, source, tape. All right, let me tune it up and let's see how it will perform after it. Well, everyone, I tuned the bias and then tuned the generator, so there is a port right here which tunes between 400 Hz and like 12 kilohertz oscillators. So like in the source mode, you see they will be even, okay? And I tuned bias, so now it's in the middle and we have a spare. So I will show you source tape. We can add levels. Okay, we have levels and here is a bias. You see, at the middle, and now I can reduce bias and get more high frequencies, or increase bias and get less high frequencies. Okay, so that was offset. It was significantly under biased. But I was not able to find any adjustments like to reduce this record bump, right? And when I look into the diagrams, it appears that this deck assumes that it's in norm, like minus 1.5 and plus 2 decibels, and this range. So it's in norm according to the manufacturer. I believe they never bothered to make it right, so they just made it work. Nice, okay, good. I not think that hype around this deck is like really understand what this deck is about. Okay, so first of all, it flat only at minus 20 decibel level, and minus 10 it rolls off like after 12 kilohertz. At at 0 decibel, it's roll off from 6 kilohertz. That's I would not expect from the high ranked deck, like high-end deck. If you consider Sony Nakamichi, this will give you like 15, 17, even more kilohertz on minus 10 level, right? And they start roll off at 8 kilohertz at 0 decibel level. That's really, I do not think it worth like to recap this deck, it will not change anything because it was not designed to be precise, really. I tested lower frequencies as they recommend. Lower frequencies goes flat to 100 Hz. Then between 100 and 60, it's almost flat. Around 50, 40, it starts to go around 1 decibel up and down. And after 30 Hz, it's roll off. There is like minus 20, or 20 Hz is significantly lower, even at minus 20 level. And 10 Hz is non-existent. So it's not Nakamichi. It's even not Sony. Considering like even if you get like Sony 777, it will be more linear, more flat in response. Okay. So I believe that's the maximum I can get out of this deck. So I don't in the mood to recap this deck because I don't think it will help. It's crystal clear on the outputs, like high frequencies, like playback is good, like I'm not sure what else I can do. I'm currently chatting with owner, and like I recommend like to use it as is or sell it, because like it will not be much better. Okay, so I'm not the guy who loves Technics, and like I can really understand you. All Technics I have seen, they're cheaply made, so they're made like to reduce cost of manufacturing and not to deliver you the best results as Nakamichi or Sony did. So we live with what we have, right? So we cannot do much about it. All right, thanks for your time. That would be it for this deck. It records all tape types, approximately the same. Below 1 kilohertz, or like if you use 1 kilohertz as a reference point here, so it will be minus 1 decibel as here in the chart for frequencies below 1 kilohertz, right? And as you may see, like 10, 20, 30, 40, it's normal roll-off below 40 Hz. It's normal for this deck. And if you will consider 1 kilohertz on the upper range, it will give us just plus 1 decibel. So we are still in range. Okay, so that's the sound out of this deck. It will be bright, crisp, but it will not be live, like as Nakamichi's. And it will not be like that, like giving you big dynamic range feeling, right? So for me, all Technics sound flat. Same happens like when I was working on the i1 990. It's clear, it's crisp, it's linear or minus 20, but it sounds really flat for me. Okay? Thanks for your attention. See you on my channel, and bye-bye.